in school, okay, so when I was in elementary school, I teach math now, but I actually did not like math. I loved social studies and science. Those are my two favorite.
You didn't like math?
I didn't, but I've learned to love math now because of you guys.
Did you have a favorite teacher in school?
I did not have a favorite teacher, nope. I had so many teachers that I loved, and I could not just pick one favorite. I had several that I think about often, and they all taught me something different to make me to the person that I am today. So I had elementary teachers I loved, middle school teachers I loved, and high school teachers that I loved.
You don't like your college teachers?
Well, my college professors, I loved them too, yes.
What type of computers did you use in school? If so, how did that enhance your learning?
Okay, computers. So I'm going to show my age here because I don't even remember having computers in school until 3rd grade. And they were big Apple computers, and they had the big screen and the big processor and the keyboard, and nothing was colorful, and we had those big floppy disks, those 3.5 by 5 floppy disks, and they didn't do much. I don't even remember the programs that we did on them, but we didn't use them much in class because they were relatively new.
Yeah, kids, you have no idea how different it is now.
If you could do any moment at school over,
I can't think of a particular moment that I would want to do over, but I know that when I was in school, believe it or not, I did not like to talk, and I was very shy. So I think if I could go back, I would not be afraid to speak up in class and raise my hand and volunteer and read out loud. I was very shy, and I didn't like to speak in front of my friends. So it's not really one particular moment, it's just in general. I think I would go back and change that.
I thought you said you were a real chatterbox.
Well, I was a chatterbox with my friends, but not like volunteering to read or volunteering to like go up to the board and do a math problem or something. I was very quiet that way. I didn't want to make a mistake in front of other people, so I got embarrassed very easily. But I was a chatterbox, like when I probably should have been quiet working. I was a chatterbox, yes.
What do you like most about yourself?
What do I like most about myself? Well, that's a hard one. Sometimes it's hard to think about what you like about yourself. I like to believe that I can think open-mindedly and listen to everyone's opinion, and I might not say something right away. I really have to think about it and process it before I give my opinion or try to solve a problem. I think that's what I like most about myself, is I try to think things through first before I do them.
That's a good trait to have.
What is the most recent book you read? Do you have a favorite author?
The most recent book I read is called Talk to Me by Kim Bearden. I just finished it up, but what was the second part of that question?
What is your favorite author?
My favorite author, I'd have to say Beverly Cleary, going back to the Ramona books.
Yeah.
I actually, during COVID, when we were all at home, I reread all of the Ramona Quimby books. So here I am, sitting on the couch reading kids' books, and I loved it. It just brought back a lot of good memories because I loved reading them as a kid.
So
I like Harry Potter. Gia?
Gia, what books
That's
do
a
you
good one. I love the Harry Potter books as well.
Whatever after. Micah.
I like Harry Potter too.
Yeah.
Tyler. How to Train Your Dragon.
You said
Violet.
Wayside Story this time. Or Wayside School.
Oh, Wings of Fire. Emily. Ella Enchanted. Jimmy.
And Jimmy, what's the favorite book you're reading?
My Weirdest School Day.
Oh, the Weirdest School Days. Yes, I bought those last year, and I had a whole bunch of them in my library.
What is your funniest memory about our school or the college?
Funniest moment about our school or with a colleague? One of the funniest moments I think that I've had here would probably be when we used to raise money for March of Dimes, and we'd have the pie in the face contest, or when the kids would throw whipped cream pies into the teachers' faces. That was always fun because we looked silly, and it was just fun, and everybody was happy and laughing, and
You could lick the
We looked ridiculous, but it was a good time.
It was a good time.
But my favorite time with a colleague was probably after school. Actually, we were doing an opera academy, opera workshop. Mrs. Finn and I, she was Miss Paula then, and we parked in the parking garage and then we couldn't find our car, my car. And we just kept walking around and we thought someone stole our car. Like an hour later we found our car, my car. So it was a fun colleague moment.
That's funny.
How long have you been teaching?
18 years. 18 years. I've taught here and I've taught in numerous places before Baden Academy was open. So 18 years.
What inspired you to be a teacher?
What inspired me to be a teacher? Well, I think I had so many great teachers growing up and I always loved school. Like even in the summer, I wanted to play school. I was that student at the end of the year that asked the teacher, do you have any extra papers or books I can take home, and I wanted to play school. But I didn't go to college to be a teacher right away. I went for other things and then I realized I really enjoyed school and kids. I used to be a dance teacher and I loved teaching dance to kids. So I said, hey, I love school, I love teaching. Let's go be a teacher.
Let's go be a teacher.
So, and I love it. Love being here every day with you guys.
If you had a chance to have a class pet, what pet would you choose and why?
Oh, well, if you know me, you know that I am not an animal person because one, I'm allergic to everything. So I guess if I were to have a class pet, it would probably be a fish in a bowl because it's something that wouldn't make me sneeze. And I sneeze a lot and I'm allergic to a lot of things.
Turtle.
I don't
You
know.
still have to.
Yeah, I'm going to have fish in a bowl.
Yeah.
We should have to feed
Or in a
the
tank.
clean his tank.
How many states have you traveled to?
How many states have I traveled to? I think about 11. 11, yes, maybe 12. No, 11. For some reason I just counted that the other day and somebody asked me that. I don't know, we were talking about traveling and 11 states. My goal is to hit all 50.
I've been to like 12.
I've been to lots of them. I don't know.
That's awesome.
I go to the same every year.
I visit a lot of the same places too, but one of my goals is to go
I
to
go to
different states.
I go to Connecticut every year.
I've never been up there. I'd like
Oh
to.
wow, it's nice.
What is one piece of advice you can give to students to have a successful school year?
Well, I would say don't be afraid to speak up in class and share what you know and always work hard and do your work and worry about you and doing your best. We get distracted a lot by our friends, but I think it's just important to make sure that you're always doing what you know your families would be proud of and that you feel good.
That's a great piece of advice.
Yeah.
So this is our last question for you.
3,
Okay.
2,
Oh gosh, it's a
1.
countdown.
Think
of a long, difficult
long division
A long division problem.
A difficult one. Fun to describe it.
Oh, well, you're in 4th grade now, so you do long division, some of you. Okay, do I have to write it down, or are you writing it down, or am I just saying it?
You're saying
Say
it.
it.
Say
Okay.
it, and then I'll write it down too.
Okay, a long division problem, a hard one. Okay, let's do 875 divided by 13.
I don't know that.
Well, you said make a long division problem that was hard, so I just
But
came up
yeah,
with
that's
that.
why I do it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Are you going to get back to me with the answer?